Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from the beautiful Carolinas. Today's topic is going to be the opportunist. Think about that for a minute. Guys, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and share. So, the opportunist, I think we know who this is. Yes, it's the narcissist. And the narcissist always is looking for opportunities, specifically with individuals who don't know what the narcissist is. They don't know what narcissism is about. Perhaps they haven't experienced narcissism. However, this is an advantage for the narcissist. Why? Because they will take advantage of the opportunities that an individual presents in front of them, and they will take the resources away from this individual, and they will crumble the person up like a sheet of paper and throw them away in the freeway. I'm not trying to be dramatic. I'm saying that any opportunity you give the narcissist, they will seize it. They will take advantage of it. Why? Because they believe that they are more intelligent than you and that they are entitled to your resources. So let's go back in time when you were with the narcissist. Did you know what narcissism was? Of course you didn't. You didn't get the wisdom until you found channels like mine and many others. And again, thank you very much for being here. And you didn't understand what narcissism was even at the core level, at the basic level, meaning you probably thought what it was just a person who was looking at themselves in the mirror all the time. Yeah, you could say that, but if you're on the channel, you're getting the wisdom and you're sharing your experiences and insight with the community. That means narcissism has directly affected you for a period of time. And it's my hope that you have removed yourself from the toxic narcissistic relationship, because the longer you are in these relationships, the more they benefit the narcissist, the more your resources are being exploited and depleted, and the more supply and energy the narcissist is taking from you. In other words, they are seizing the opportunity. They are seizing every opportunity you give them. Now, again, when you were in the relationship, whether it was a coworker, a boss, a neighbor, a lover, family member, a part of a community or an organization, you didn't know what narcissism was. You had no idea. What you did know is that something was off base here. Something wasn't quite right. You were experiencing anxiety perhaps, or you were doubting yourself, or like, did that just happen? I don't know. I can't get it. And the strange and odd behavior continued on and on and on until what happened? Until either A, the relationship ended because you ended it yourself. Perhaps it was a job, you quit. Perhaps it was a romantic relationship, something was off, so you just ended it. Or if it was a longer term relationship, perhaps, or even if it was shorter, the narcissist, maybe they discarded you because they already took all of the resources from you that they could get. In other words, the window of opportunity with you had closed. Really understand my message. The opportunist is somebody who, in this capacity, will look to deplete everything that you have. Again, like I mentioned, your time, your money, your energy, your social circle, your business, your health, your love, your empathy. That list goes on and on and on. And this is exactly what the narcissist does, specifically with people that don't know what's going on. Let's take a family member, for example. Let's say the narcissist is a family member of yours. Well, how many times did they go back asking you to rekindle the relationship? Maybe it was a sibling or mom, dad, whoever. And then you, again, said, okay, yeah, I think they're going to change this time. I think they're going to improve, or they've grown, or, you know what, some time has passed, and perhaps they understand that they were being very difficult. So you let them in the door again. What did they do? The narcissist seized the opportunity again. They are an opportunist. This is exactly why, example, that's why you don't accept a Hoover, because what are they doing? They're trying to get you to get back into the narcissistic web of lies, manipulation, deceit, destruction. And that's what they want. They want to take that opportunity to finish you off. Now, I'm not trying to trigger you or upset you, but these are real life examples. You see, the narcissist needs individuals. They need the individual's resources and energy and attention and time to consume. That is exactly how the narcissist regulates themselves. That is why they have upwards of 3 smartphones, perhaps even more. Who knows? That's why they're on social media all the time. That's why they are constantly on apps, specifically dating apps and other apps that perhaps you are on. This is how the narcissist survives. It's how they get through the day. And they seize these opportunities frequently. Actually, every day is what they do it. So let's say you were married to the narcissist. How did that go? Probably not that well, because actually once you fell in love with the narcissist and or after you slipped the wedding ring on the finger of the narcissist, of course you didn't know they were a narcissist, but that's when things got shady or cloudy. In other words, that's when you entered the devaluation stage and you entered the narcissistic fog, which I mentioned frequently on the channel. That's where you don't know what is up or down or sideways, because you continue to work on that hamster wheel for the narcissist. And the narcissist keeps on seizing these opportunities in the relationship to better themselves. So eventually when they discard you or when it ends, they are in a better position than you are, and all of your resources are depleted. Your energy is lost. Your health, I'm certain, has taken a hit. And perhaps you were future faked. You were certainly financially abused, and that list goes on and on and on. So the opportunist, now you could say to yourself, well, I take advantage of opportunities too. I'm sure you do. But do you take advantage of opportunities to the detriment of another individual? In other words, do you want to tear someone down while you build yourself up? Of course you don't. That's why you're on the channel. That's why you're learning. That's why you're growing. That's why you're becoming educated, because you are a creator. You are a builder. You're not a destroyer or someone who wants to manipulate another individual. That's what the narcissist does. And any opportunity you give them, trust this, they will take advantage of it if it benefits them or if they know it's going to inflict pain upon you. You see, that's how it is in the narcissistic relationship. Many times, until you get the wisdom, until you get the education and the insight, you just continue to work for that person. Again, it could be a family member, friend, lover, acquaintance, whomever. But think of how many times that person called you up and said, hey, can you give me a ride to the airport? Or can you pick me up? Or can you loan me money? And they never pay it back. Or can I borrow the lawnmower and it sits in their garage over the summer and you have to buy a new one? Or can I call you Friday night, 9 o'clock? It'll just take a few minutes. And then you're on the phone till midnight and you're like, what just happened there? My whole night was consumed by this person, and all they wanted to do was vent and have me be a sounding board. I didn't even get to say any words. What I did was I was just there for them as a punching bag, as someone to listen and just so they could vent. Using that last example, that's exactly how a narcissist is. Remember, they are dumping all of their toxicity on you, and you are consuming it, whether you know it or not. It's getting out of them into you, and it's making them feel better, and it's depleting you. That is the narcissistic relationship in a nutshell. It's built on confusion, lies, manipulation, misdirection. And that's how they like it. Because until you get the education about narcissism, until you put two and two together, you will continue to work for that relationship because you believe it's healthy. You believe it can be salvaged. You believe the narcissist will change. You believe that with that little breadcrumb of hope or that little ray of sunshine that you got for a couple hours in a month period, that things are headed in the right direction. None of that is true. The truth of the matter is the narcissist is just keeping you on the side as your time in the devaluation stage or the narcissistic fog is just ticking. It's just ticking and ticking. And what you are doing is you are not living your genuine, authentic life. You are living someone else's life, who in this case is the narcissist, because you become an extension of them. You are nothing but a pawn, a puppet. You are someone to be the errand boy, the pool boy, the person who does things for them, the person who plans vacations, the person who picks them up, and et cetera, et cetera. And that's exactly how it is. Why? Because the narcissist is seizing these opportunities. That's why they are the opportunist. Again, once you get the education, once you see what you see, you can't unsee it. In other words, once you type in Google or on YouTube and you type in toxic relationship or whatever you typed in to find my channel, that's when you're like, oh my gosh, what is this? I don't believe it. There are other people out there. There are millions of people. There are a few billion people like that. Yes, there are. Absolutely. Keep in mind, though, you weren't taught this subject in school. That's why YouTube is your best way to get information. It's the best way to gain the wisdom because you can learn it at your speed and you can consume the content you want to. And now keep in mind, if you were taught this in school, you would have had at least the basic skills to understand what a narcissist is and that you needed to have boundaries and you couldn't. We don't want you to be a people pleaser or a yes person, but you didn't get that education. The only way you got that education is because you came through a narcissistic relationship. And when you get it and you get your first light bulb moment, that's when you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. This explains so much. This is real. It's actually real. And guess what? It is. I know it's a tough pill to swallow, but it sincerely is, because on the planet, not everybody has your best interest at heart, and many people don't want you to succeed, and many people want you to actually not do well. Let's put it that way. Not everybody, but there are people like that. Now you, who are on the channel, most likely you're an empath, or you're a kind, loving individual, and you want to be the best version of yourself possible. That will happen in time, in your time, once you put the toxic narcissistic relationship in the past, and you begin living your best life. But of course, you have to heal, which is for a whole different video. But the opportunist, think about it. Think about this real quickly before I close the video out. Let's say you are in a boat with the narcissist, whoever it is, doesn't matter. And the boat is going to be sinking. Do you think that they're going to try and save you? Exactly. Now, do you think that you would try and save them before you got the education? Of course you would. Would you save them now, even though you have the education? Of course you would. Why? Because you're a good human being and you do the right thing. And this is what the narcissist knows about you. You see, they seize opportunities. They know you or knew you better than you knew yourself. That is a fact. And that's why they could push all of your buttons throughout the relationship, because most likely you divulge this information to them about your past relationships, your upbringing, your childhood, your romantic relationships early on when you met them. And they said, wow, this one's ripe, which is you. I can really get some good supply and some resources out of this person, so I will spend more time with them. And then when the relationship ends, you get the education, here you are. But using that boat analogy, sorry, but it's true. And I'm not being difficult with people, but I know if it was you, whoever you're thinking about, and you're in the boat with one individual, and the individual is a healthier person, would they try and save you? Absolutely. If it was the narcissist, would they try and save you or save themselves? They'd probably try and save themselves before they saved you. Meaning they wouldn't be so likely to be saving you. You get my point? Whereas you would most likely be trying to save them. I know you understand that. So guys, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it. From the beautiful Carolinas, this is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon. Stay true, stay blessed. Continue to become awakened and aware, and understand you are the priority. You come first, second, and third. And opportunities, not many come along in life that can actually catapult you going forward. But if you seize them, that's a good thing. Flipping that coin, if opportunities come along and it does not benefit another individual and it benefits you, and it's not good, that's what the narcissist does. That's not what we do. We are kind, loving, beautiful, bright lights. We are absolutely abundant and growing. So guys, no matter where you are on the planet, you are not alone. I love you. Have a great afternoon, and I will talk to you tomorrow. And God bless you. All right, bye, guys. I hope you like the background. Bye.